Oh, this cat, dude. I'll sit in my lap and watch some YouTube, talk about why businesses are failing in Alberta. A research survey says 137 chamber members found 48% were very or somewhat likely to move operations if voters approve separation in the October 19 referendum. 80% believe the discussion harms Alberta's economy. 80%? How come 80% is written out, but the other percentages are in numbers? Anyway. 63% good AI. 63% report impact on their business, and 3/4 see no benefits. Chamber CEO Deborah Yedlin warned it jeopardizes Alberta's strong economy, while economist Trevor Trombe projected a 6% GDP drop. 175,000 job losses and $62 billion annual hit from trade disruptions. Pro-separation advocates dismissed it as fear-mongering tied to federal policies. Yeah, because pro-separationists are fucking snorting crack or something. I don't know what they're on, but it only makes it more volatile in Alberta. And this whole trope, this whole narrative that like everyone's just going to like be rich because of oil is a scam. You don't own an oil mine, buddy. You work at the oil mine. The dude who owns it is going to be profitable beyond his wildest dreams, even more, and you're still going to be making the exact same wage that you work now. Maybe a little higher. Maybe you might get a tax cut. Wait, let's look at some of the tweets here. Kuzma is about to get canceled. The Canadian dollar is collapsing. Our government is running some of the largest deficits ever, and the housing market is about to jump off a cliff. Things are not looking good in Canada. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of problems. And also, this is not a Canada thing. This is a capitalism thing. This isn't like some sort of mismanaging of capitalism. It comes down to it's capitalism. Either you're going to either have taxes with liberals, more progressive policies, or you're going to have less of that with the conservatives. They're going to cut spending, and they're going to, more free market. But none of that helps working people. None of that helps me get a better wage, or get a better life. I call bullshit. Please remember, the head of Calgary Chamber also said restaurants like having vaccine passports, like Alberta should phase out oil, and that Calgary must move away from its energy and cowboy roots. They don't represent real business. Calgary Chamber warned about the risks of Alberta independence, fair enough, but shouldn't we also be asking about the risks of staying on path we're already on? A fair comparison requires us to examine both sides, of course. Let's examine both sides. You can't both sides everything. You literally can. I hate fence sitters because they're the weakest people of all time. It's like inaction is still action. Like doing an inaction is still causing something. So let's see what he has to say.
So why is it that I, as an Albertan, as a lawyer, and as a father, believe that this is the right course for Alberta to move towards independence? And I'll say this, that many Albertans know about the unfairness of equalization, the federal constitutional program that results in tens and tens of billions of dollars being sent to Ottawa.
This is also just a lie. It's a falsehood. The fucking equalization payments come from revenue, government revenue. It comes from every single revenue stream in the government. That's not solely Alberta. That's taxes, that's bonds, that's interest, that's fucking whatever the fuck else you want to put in there. But it's not just Alberta is like the money pit of like the engine of Canada.
That never come back to the benefit of Albertans.
Albertans do get equalization payments.
The electoral structure.
Every province does. It's just less.
Canada. Alberta,
because we are a rich province.
We won't get a voice. We can't have a voice because decisions are always made in Ottawa as determined by the wishes of the voters.
You can't really say you don't have a voice and then also claim you're the richest province in Alberta. Because how the economy works is if you're the richest province, if you're the richest person, if you're the richest, you win in a supply-demand system. If something is in very low supply, the richest people get it. Like, you can't, that's a lot of power. You can't say you have no fucking power and then also be like, we are the most powerful country, we should separate.
In Quebec and Ontario. So
I guess that's maybe why they want to separate, I guess. It just makes, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. What are you going to do? Peg the new currency to the Canadian dollar? Join America? Or videos? I want to see some videos.
We are not
Be back.
we are not far away from a very significant deadline when it comes to the trade agreement between Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Do you, sir, have a gut feeling as to what will happen on July 1st?
I don't think, obviously, we're not anywhere close to announcing any type of a framework or an interim agreement. I really think it's in the hands now on our side. It's going to be the president, and I'm assuming on the Canadian side it will be the prime minister to determine what the next steps are and directionally where we're headed.
So you represent the president. The last comments that we heard from him were kind of on the sidelines toward the end of the G7.
The end of the G7. Oh, God.
You know, I view it as possibly expiring immediately, but he also said later on in the comments that he could end up signing it. Do you have any clarity, or has the president conveyed to you with any clarity what his
the end of the G7? There's no fucking way.
The president outlined with clarity exactly where he
There's
is.
no fucking shot, dude.
To make an announcement.
What is it going to be called? The Trump 7? This is literally becoming like fucking The Boys. Like, we're going to have the fucking Trump 7 instead of the G7. The powerful 5. He's gonna leave the G7 and be like, join our fucking super club. That's never fucking happening. Anyway. Half of Calgary Chamber members would consider leaving. Yeah. What scares businesses is uncertainty, red tape, carbon taxes, blocked energy projects, and politicians who punish investment. Independence means clear rules, local control, lower taxes, and growth. Yeah. Businesses are scared of uncertainty. That's why like 74% of them are like, please do not separate. This is a horrible idea. This is very uncertain. This is very volatile for my business. Businesses don't really like volatility, especially when they're cheap and broke, or they're a small business. Alberta separate. I can't believe they're making all this shit to act like this shit is like an actual conversation. It's just because it's getting clicks, man. And that's, you know what? That's how you keep growing it. You keep, not that you should silence it, but like making it the dramatic fucking, oh my God, save our sovereignty, Canada. It's so over the top. And you know, that's people's opinions, but Jesus. I really don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because of the economic relationships. I don't think that anyone who's in control of the economy wants this volatility. And even the people seem very opposed. The Calgary Chamber of Commerce, Alberta separatism, member polling, 8 and 10 members think the separation discussion is negatively affecting the economy. 48% of members are likely to leave Alberta if the votes to start to separate process. 1 in 5 members are slowing expansion plans, with 15% reallocating contingent on the referendum outcome. 74% of members see no tangible benefits of separating from Canada. 1 in 3 jobs in Alberta, 900,000, are tied to trade with other provinces or in the rest of the world. That will definitely be hit a lot. 0.16 cents on every dollar earned in the province is generated through in-provincial exports, a total of $78 billion in income for Albertans. 6% reduction in Alberta's per capita GDP if separation occurred, shrinking the workforce by 170,000 and the economies by 62 billion per year. 10 to 15 billion in foregone investment in 2026 due to uncertainty, up to $3,000 per Alberta. This sounds like a great plan, everybody. Yes, separate. This sounds like a wonderful plan. Crash my economy, Daniel Smith. Do it. Get rid of my savings account. Destroy it, please. Can we wipe out student debt as well? No? Okay. Fuck. God damn it. Maybe we should separate so I don't have to pay back Canada my goddamn money, my loan, my loan to the Canadian government.